Hey there, this is the One Boom, and today we're going to be talking about the REV-46. We're not doing a gun review. The gun review will come after this video, either one video after this or two videos after this. We'll be actually reviewing the gun and coming up with my best build for it. I'm still working on best build. I don't just want to rush my gun reviews. I mean, obviously I've sort of dragged my feet with them a little bit, but I don't want to rush them. I want to like prestige the weapons and try out all their attachments before I make a video on them. The Eager 17 was a bit of a outlier in that case. I liked the gun so much, I already kind of figured out the best attachments I love on it. I had such consistent performance that I had to just make a video. I need to talk about this gun though in the context of the broader spectrum of the game, because this gun is everything I said the SMGs in Black Ops 7 need to be. I do not like the SMGs in Black Ops 7. I lose more gunfights, I lose more positioning, I lose more of my versatility. In Black Ops 6, because of the map design and the SMGs themselves, I could run an SMG confidently an entire 5-hour stream. My audience would never hear me say boo. But Black Ops 7 always puts you into a head-on-head engagement with lots of head glitches and chest-high cover. The aim walking movement speed of the average gun in Black Ops 7 is so high, and everybody's attaching the attachments on their weapons to make it even better. So you are already getting pre-aimed and lasered by assault rifles if you're running down any lane for a flank. So my point about the SMGs was that if they're a lower rate of fire, they need to hit really hard and kill like an AR, but have recoil and range to make that more of a close range thing. But they need to be fast as well as kill like an AR. I said that if it's not slow firing, it needs to just have zeroed out recoil, fast rate of fire, and I don't care about the rest. I don't care if it has horrible damage, I don't care if it has horrible range or headshot multiplier, I didn't care. As long as the rate of fire was really fast and the recoil was really low, it could work. And this gun absolutely proves me correct. Suddenly I have an SMG that allows me to play at this game's set pacing. Now, when I make videos like this, people get mad, they go, well, I do just fine with blank gun and blank gun. I'm sure you do. I'm sure I could too if I put enough time in and, cherry picked the correct matches. I'm talking about in general. I'm talking in broad strokes here. I'm painting this fence as fast as humanly possible. And generally speaking, versatility wins more engagements. In general, across the board. The Rev allows me to do that. The Rev allows me to take people out of their head glitch spots. The Rev allows me to actually win mid-range engagements. I'm not stuck having really good damage in point blank range and no good damage anywhere else. That's great if you're willing to camp a middle building or only play face-off. But if you're on any of the larger maps or in any of the bigger game modes, that type of limitation where people can just hold an angle on you, you can just get some hit markers, struggle to control the recoil and die, man, it's just not worth it. Use the Rev. And this is entirely to do with the map design of the game. The Dravik is not good because of any of its inherent stats, it's because of the maps. You have to have low recoil, consistent shots on target in this game in order to actually be able to play it. Otherwise, you'll bump into more and more people that you just can't beat. If I'm head glitching the blue car on Nuketown with an M15 or a Maverick or literally any assault, I'm gonna say any assault rifle, if I'm head glitching that car, it's gonna be hard to beat me under normal circumstances. Unless you're catching me entirely off guard. If I know the direction you're coming in, if I've already aimed down sight, if my gun is built properly for aim walking movement speed, then I'm going to win any gunfight that challenges me, especially if their gun does low damage and has high recoil. And if you have to push me and get close to deal the correct damage, I'm sorry, I'm not going to let you do that. But on tonight's stream, I decided to use the REV-46 combined with 2 smoke grenades, and it was a night and day experience from running SMGs in any other context. Being able to close distance and actually challenge people at a distance with an SMG that's this mobile is just, it's night and day. It is a completely different video game. And now that the Dravik and this gun are both in the same game, I have to wonder, when does the actual buff to the SMGs come in? I don't think any of them are completely unusable. I just know that they don't work very well in more situations than not. I know that I can have a really fun game with the Carbon, and then if the next game has anybody using cover and watching lanes or getting ready for me, I can't use the Carbon. I know the Raiden is a great meta weapon, but I'm not willing to keep somebody in the interior of a room at all times in order for my time to kill to be competitive. It's not a matter of time to kill. It's not a matter of the fact that this thing shoots at 1,100 RPM. It doesn't matter. What matters is that it doesn't kick. The SMGs in this game have crazy kick and view kick and shake that this gun just doesn't have, even with its stock folded in. And that's another thing. Similar to how COD World War II had the detachable suppressors on SMGs, genuinely, every SMG in this game should have had a collapsing stock option. The ability to convert an SMG from close quarters rushing tool to low recoil zoning tool is just something that should have been built in to literally every one of these guns. If I could fold out a stock on the Raiden dynamically and get its recoil zeroed out so I can actually challenge people from a hard point or from a domination flag, instead of having to wait for them to be on the hard point or domination flag, I would have loved it. I would have used it. And while you can get pretty good accuracy on these SMGs with muzzle attachments, the suppressor is the only muzzle attachment I feel like is worth using. I don't want to be overwhelmed in Call of Duty under good circumstances, especially circumstances where I'm using an SMG in an AR game. I hate being surrounded and overwhelmed. And because of scout pulses and UAVs and harps being in the air seemingly all the time, I've sort of opted to just not appear on the minimap. Ghost, vigilance, cold-blooded, suppressors, I don't want anything that you call in to see me. I will run Ghost and Ninja and Cold-Blooded and then Scavenger so I get the scout bonus every time I get a kill. I don't want you to have any indication of my location. This game makes you predictable as hell, and most of my kills and streaks come from fighting enemies without suppressors, not holding angles. If you fight a team of people that are running around with unsuppressed SMGs, they are going to lose any straight up kill fight, which in objective game modes means they lose map control, which means they lose the game. The REV-46 allows me to use an SMG with a suppressor and still have low enough recoil and high enough mobility to justify its usage. That's fucking beautiful. This proves my point. The SMGs in this game aren't good or bad depending on any stats other than recoil. This gun is competent and good because it's low recoil, high mobility. It's an SMG that I don't have to wrangle like a 50 cal. And I love some of the other SMGs. I like the Carbon, I like the MPC, but their effort to use to effectiveness ratio is all skewed out of whack in my opinion. I don't want to waste the energy and time to get kills with harder guns when I could use the Rev or the Dravik. And of course I'm exaggerating, I don't mind using other weapons, it's just that if I'm in a game where people are, I don't know, trying to win or shoot me or God forbid, kill me, I'm gonna use a gun that doesn't require as much mental effort to get a kill. And they added it. They added something that I can now point to and say, hey look, this proves my point, this proves the thing I've been saying, and oh boy is it great. Now there might be some confirmation bias here, but I really don't mind. Honestly, this is fitting in perfectly with my playstyle, it's fitting in perfectly on these maps, and I will be reviewing it shortly. The SMGs in this game have a recoil problem, and until it's fixed, you can just expect everybody to be pre-aiming and aim-walking with ARs and LMGs and DMRs, while the rushing playstyle and flanking playstyles sort of take a back seat to what I just described. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching this video. It's short, it's sweet, I have to work in the morning, so I wanted to just get this idea out. I hope you enjoyed it, hope you liked it. If you learned anything, I'd be surprised, and I'll see you when I see you. Goodbye.